Welcome to Urban Knife Guy, where we discuss knives for city dwellers. Today we're going to have a look at the Ontario Rat Model 2 and see if it makes for a good urban EDC knife that is everyday carry. The Ontario Rat Model 2 is designed by Randall's Adventure Training for the Ontario Knife Company but manufactured in Taiwan. And I just realized that's why it's called the Rat, Randall's Adventure Training. I always thought it was named after a rat, because knife companies seem to name their knives after animals. Spyderco with their bugs, QSP with their birds, and I thought this was a rat or a critter, so I was still waiting for a chipmunk. But anyway, the Rat 2 has been upgraded with a D2 steel blade. It's more compact than the Rat 1 and retains the great same shape and performance of the original. It is a folding EDC knife that can withstand hard use and abuse associated with hunting and survival tasks. So let's check it out. Very simple box with some product information or branding and a warning label. And if we open it up, there is a bubble wrap kind of pocket. And there we have the knife. A very functional and simple design, I think, but you know, there's something to like about this simplicity. There is a thumb stub, so you can use it on for either hand. It's a dual thumb stud, and the action for that is really good. It's a liner lock, but it's very smooth. Great action on that. Now I can see why this knife is so popular. It's, I would say, a no-nonsense knife, but feels good. We'll talk about the specs in just a bit. Let's compare it first with some knives that you might be familiar with. We have the Spyderco Para 3. That's how that lines up. We have the CRKT Pillar 3 in D2 steel as well. We've got the Buck Sprint Select. And also a Civivi knife. This is the Altus. And finally, as always, an Altoids tin. Let's have a quick look at the specs of the Rat 2. The blade length is 3 inches long, the close length is 4.125 inches, and the overall length is 7 inches. The weight is 2.75 ounces, pretty light. This steel is D2, and D2 steel is a versatile, high carbon, high chromium, air hardening tool steel with high hardness capacity and good wear resistance. It has one of the highest levels of carbon among tool steel alloys. However, D2 steel is not technically a stainless steel because it's got a chromium composition of 11.5 to 12%. So it does not meet that 13% chromium content requirement to make it stainless. That's why it's sometimes referred to as a semi-stainless steel. The blade is a drop point style blade. There's some jimping on the top and a bit of a ricasso over here. I won't put my hand here still. I won't choke up with the knife because the handle does have a nice groove over here. The handle is made from glass-filled nylon. It's pretty thin. There are steel liners inside, but it is an open back. Very nice, lightweight knife, liner lock, and there is a pocket clip as well. Now you can actually change the position of this clip. There are 4 positions. You can move it here, 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 here. So tip up, tip down, left hand or right hand carry. So pretty versatile. Now the ergos for this, really nice. I mean, for my hands, I've got small to medium size hands, but this fits well. There's that natural finger groove there with slight jimping because of the liner lock. And then it's contoured here as well. Fits well. There is some chamfering around the edges of the nylon handle, so that makes it very comfortable as well. Overall, I think, you know, very easy to use, and I can imagine using this for not only just urban EDC, even if you're outdoors as an outdoors EDC knife, this would be pretty good as well. So ergos are good. It feels good. Blade play, hardly any blade play, maybe a little left and right action, maybe to tighten up the pivot just a bit. But overall, a great knife. So how would we carry this knife for urban EDC? You could of course put it in your pocket. That would slip in, and because it's so light and it's got a fairly thin profile, it's going to be very comfortable, I think, holding your pocket. Or if you're wearing jeans or something a bit tighter, maybe you want to put this as at the pocket with the pocket clip. In terms of an EDC holder, I've got an organizer here. Now, this particular EDC organizer made by Fox EDC in their marketing material or the product information, they did say that it can fit the Ontario Rat 2, but in my review for this pouch, I did say it was a bit of a tight fit. As you can see, I think it does fit, but it always gets stopped at the thumb studs over there. So not really, I would say, a great fit. It is a bit tight, as you can see. It would fit better for a larger pouch. In this case, we have the Edc Company Rambler, and that would easily fit inside and slide in very nicely. And this kind of design fits well with this pouch as well. And then you could probably put something else like a flashlight. That would still fit in nicely. Or you could put in a tactical pen if you want. That also works very nicely and quite flat as well. So the golden question is, does the Rat 2 make for good urban EDC? Let's have a look at the price. The MSRP is just under $70 at $69.95, but you can get it from some dealers for about $48. That's a pretty good price for a decent steel, good design, and really nothing much to talk bad about this knife. It is a great knife. I think this is a great starting folder. It's dependable, budget friendly, and it's got high functionality. And of course, the action and fit and finish is great as well. I can understand, as I mentioned earlier, why a lot of people do like this knife, and I would definitely recommend it. If you're getting to knives and you're wondering what knife to get, you do not want to spend a lot, I would recommend this knife. Just note this is D2 steel, so if you live in very humid conditions or wet conditions, you have to keep it dry and oil it from time to time. In the marketing material, it claims that for the money, there might not be a better knife on the market that can match the performance of the Ontario Knife Company's Rat Model 2. Now, this could be true, but I think some of the Chinese brands also offer similar value. But I think you can't go wrong with this, so I would recommend it as an urban EDC knife. But what do you think? Do you like this knife? Do you own it? Would you recommend any other knife over this for the same price? Please let me know in the comments below. If you liked the video, please give it a thumbs up. And if you like the content in general, please subscribe to the channel and hit that notification button. As always, keep it folded. Keep it safe.